Life is a series of moments. Some pass you by quicker than others. And for me, my first few moments began right here in Oregon. This is LeGrand. Population, 12,000. It isn't a huge town, but it's my whole world. My parents began to build a house on some farmland when I was 3. It was here that I learned how to ride a bike, read and write, and where I got the most bruises. My backyard was endless because the grass turned into fields filled with uncharted secrets. I was Pocahontas with my flowing hair and bare feet in the dirt on a summer day. I was nourished, encouraged, and always curious. That house was my creative corner for the longest time. Books filled shelves, and toys turned into dark nights, slaying monsters on quests as dusk set in the Blue Mountains. My parents have told me countless times that they wish they would have recorded the stories I made up. I could have written them into literature one day. But it was this freedom of expression to play, imagine, and create anything into anyone that began my path to poetry. When I began high school, I noticed a difference in my writing and social life in comparison to other students. I was acknowledged but not popular. I was known only because of my reputation as the teacher's pet. I was smart, but only in areas of English. And I was interested in pursuing a higher education, but not for the money. I was passing with adequate academic writing. I wasn't in love with essays. When plays were mentioned, I was interested, but it wasn't until my senior year, when 2 of my professors began a unit on traditional poetry, that I felt I'd found my niche. I began to recognize I had a talent for stringing words together in a way that made people compelled to listen. I loved the challenge of fewer words, impactful ideas, and colorful imagery. I reflected and saw that I had a passion for music and writing in a way that I'd never experienced before. And eventually, writing helped me express those feelings of darkness, frustration, longing, and entrapment that I felt in high school, all while being vulnerable. And that was the appeal of poetry for me. Music is of a similar experience. When I was 14, I picked up a guitar and begged my mother to teach me chords. I couldn't stand having such a musical soul and not being able to play one instrument. She taught me little by little, and 6 years later, I'm still making music, learning new songs, and now creating some of my own. I wouldn't give that up for anything. I write and make music to feel emotional attachment to artists who were going through something themselves when they created their work. I feel the vibrations in the guitar and in my voice the same way that others before me have utilized this gift to convey emotions into words. Poetry and music have the power to do that. And I aspire to be one of those people who make a difference, not only through my writing and music, but to use what I've learned to guide others and help them. Tim McGraw once had a wonderful quote about it. When you get to where you're going, don't forget to turn back around and help the last one in line. Always stay humble and kind. Choose love. Choose helping others. Choose curiosity. Choose to follow your spark wherever it may lead you. And choose to have the courage to speak from your heart. Because in the end, life is only a series of moments. And most of the time, it all goes too fast.